Oh, what a enthralling performance today by the beautiful ladies. Please, friends, put your hands together and give them a big round of applause. अपना वजूद भुलाकर हर किरदार निभाती है अपना वजूद भुलाकर हर किरदार निभाती है ये वो देवी है जो इस धरती को स्वर्ग बनाती है ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಚನಾ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಕೋ-ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪರ್ಣಾ A very good evening to one and all. It is truly a delight to welcome each and every one of you to this special gathering organized by the State Bank of India Officers Association Karnataka to celebrate International Women's Day right here at the prestigious LHO Auditorium. Today is a day of appreciation, recognition, and empowerment, a day where we come together to honor the strength, resilience, and contribution of the women in every sphere of life.
Indeed, Archana, women have always played a pivotal role in shaping society, and today we take this opportunity to celebrate their achievements and acknowledge their relentless spirit. It is a privilege to stand before such an esteemed audience and host this wonderful occasion dedicated to the essence of womanhood. As we begin this beautiful event, let us invoke divine blessings. To mark the beginning of our program on an auspicious note, I now request Comrade Sangeeta to render the invocation song, a sacred shloka that will fill this space with positivity and grace.
ಸಂಗೀತ ರಸಿಕೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಸಂಗೀತ ರಸಿಕೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಸದಾನಂದ ರೂಪೆ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಸದಾನಂದ ರೂಪೆ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಸಂಗೀತ ರಸಿಕೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಸಂಗೀತ ರಸಿಕೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಭಾವರಾಗಲಯ ಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಲೋಲೆ ಭಾವರಾಗಲಯ ಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಲೋಲೆ ಭಕ್ತ ಕಲ್ಪಲತಿಕೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಪ್ರದೆ ಭಕ್ತ ಕಲ್ಪಲತಿಕೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಪ್ರದೆ ಸಂಗೀತ ರಸಿಕೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಸಂಗೀತ ರಸಿಕೆ ಶಾರದೆ
To talk to me or ask me a question, long press the action button, then let go and start talking.
Thank you, Comrade Sangeeta, for the melodious and spiritually uplifting performance. Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to call upon the team from Srishti Kala Vidyalaya for a graceful musical and dance performance to the song Hachchevu Kannada Deepa.
ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಬೆಳಕು ಮೂಡಿಸುವ ಆಸೆ ಕವಿ ಡಿ.ಎಸ್. ಕರ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯ ಕಣ್ಣು ಹರಿಯುವ ತನಕ ದೀಪದ ಬೆಳಕು ಬೀರಬೇಕು. ಹಿರಿಯರು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಲು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದುಗೂಡಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಮಾಂಗಲ್ಯ ಗೀತೆ ಹಾಡೆವು ಎನ್ನುತ್ತಾರೆ ಕವಿ.
ಅಚ್ಚಳಿಯದಂತೆ ತೋರೇವು ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯ ಕಣ್ಣು ಹರಿವನಕ ಸಾಲು ದೀಪಗಳ ಬೆಳಕಾದಿರೇವು ಹಚ್ಚಿರುವ ದೀಪದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯ ರೂಪ ಅಚ್ಚಳಿಯದಂತೆ ತೋರೇವು ಒಡಲೊಡಲ ಕೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕಿಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಗಡಿನಾಡಿನಾಚೆ ತೂರೇವು ಒಡಲೊಡಲ ಕೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕಿಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಗಡಿನಾಡಿನಾಚೆ ತೂರೇವು ಒಮ್ಮಿರಲು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯದು ಭೀತಿ ನಾಡೊಲವೇ ನೀತಿ ಹಿಡಿದನಪ್ಪ ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮನ ಮನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಕರುನಾಡ ದೀಪ ಸಿರಿನುಡಿಯ ದೀಪ ಒಲವೆತ್ತಿ ತೋರುವ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ನಮ್ಮವರು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ಹೆಸರುಳಿಸಲು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಗೂಡೇವು ನಮ್ಮೆದೆಯ ಬಿಡಿಯು ಈ ಮಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತೆಯನ್ನು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೇವು ನಮ್ಮವರು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ಹೆಸರುಳಿಸಲು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಗೂಡೇವು ನಮ್ಮೆದೆಯ ಬಿಡಿಯುವಿ ಮಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತೆಯನ್ನು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೇವು ನಮ್ಮುಸಿರು ತೀಡುವಿ ನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಂಗಲ್ಯ ಗೀತ ಹಾಡೇವು ನಮ್ಮುಸಿರು ತೀಡುವಿ ನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಂಗಲ್ಯ ಗೀತ ಹಾಡೇವು ತೊರೆದೇವು ಮರುಳ ಪಡೆದೇವು ಇರುಳ ಪಡೆದೇವು ತಿರುಳ ಹಿಡಿದೆನಪ ಕರುಣೆಂಬ ಗುಡಿಗೆ ಮಿಂಚನ್ನೆ ಮುಡಿಸಿ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಕರುನಾಡ ದೀಪ ಸಿರಿನುಡಿಯ ದೀಪ ಒಲವೆತ್ತಿ ತೋರುವ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೇವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ದೀಪ
For a woman with determination, impossible is nothing. Thank you, Team Srishti Kala Vidyalaya. Your graceful movements and vibrant expressions have beautifully captured the pride and glory of our beloved Kannada language. Can we please have another round of applause?
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for a very special moment of this evening. We request our comrade KL Chavan, President, State Bank of India, Officers Association Karnataka, and comrade K.N. Giriraja, General Secretary, SBI OAK, to please join us on the dais. Thank you, sir. Now, we request our comrade Smita Anand to kindly escort our respected Chief General Manager, Bengaluru Circle, Srimati Juhi Smita Sinha Madam, to the dais. We also request Comrade Vijay Lakshmi Madam to kindly escort Honorable Chief Guest of the evening, Ms. Sushma Godbole, IAS, to the dais.
Thank you, ma'am. With utmost respect and admiration, we now invite Comrade K.N. Giriraj, General Secretary, SBI OAK, to extend a warm welcome to this distinguished gathering and set the tone for the event with his address.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, good evening to all of you. Good evening. Today we are celebrating Women's Day. It is an honor and privilege to have each and every one of you here today as to come together to celebrate the power, strength, and resilience of women all around the world. I wholeheartedly welcome Comrade K.L. Chavan, President SBIK, to preside over the function. I respectfully, cordially welcome our beloved, respected Circle Head, Srimati Juhi Smita Sinha, to this special function. We are blessed to have you, madam, today. I am pleased to welcome our esteemed Chief Guest, Srimati Sushma Godbole, an IAS officer. Now, both the women on the dais are true champions of their respective fields and source of inspiration for many. Their presence here today is a testament to the dedication and commitment they have shown in their work and advocating for gender equality. On this occasion, I happily invite all Circle Management Committee members, their spouses, GM CCRO, GM CAO in absentia, Circle Development Officer, DGM B&O, and other LHO and AO functionaries and SBOK family. Women's Day serves as a reminder of the importance of empowering women, of standing up to their rights, and to create a more equal and just society for all. Throughout history, women have played a crucial role in shaping our world, from leading social movements to making groundbreaking scientific discoveries, from excelling in the arts and advocating for peace and justice. Today, we celebrate these achievements and recognize the extraordinary contributions that women make every single day. We must also acknowledge the challenges that many women continue to face, from gender-based violence and unequal access to their education and healthcare. It is imperative that we continue to stand together to support one another and to work towards a future where every woman and girl can reach her full potential. As we celebrate Women's Day, let us not only reflect on the achievements of women, but also commit ourselves to create a more inclusive and equitable world for future generations. Let us continue to uplift and empower one another to break down the barriers and to strive for a world where every woman and girl is valued, respected, and given the opportunities she deserves. Together, we can create a difference. Together, we can create a world where gender equality is not just a dream, but a reality. With this significance, I respectfully welcome all my women members for this program. I also extend warm welcome to the artists of Shrutikela Vidyalaya, Bangalore. Once again, I welcome all being here today, and let us continue to work together towards a brighter and more equal future for all of us. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights today. Now, to follow our tradition, let us illuminate this grand occasion with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp, a symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment. We request our beloved CGM Madam and Honorable Chief Guest, Ms. Sushma Godbole, IAS, Comrade KL Chavan sir, and Comrade KN Giriraja sir, to join us in the lamp lighting ceremony. We also request our both the lady DGMs, Ms. Sumna Das Gupta ma'am and Srimati Tanuja Chaturvedi ma'am also, to join us for the lighting of the lamp.
Thank you, everyone. What a beautiful sight it is to see the flame of knowledge radiating warmth and inspiration. It signifies our collective progress, resilience, and aspirations. We now request everyone to rise for our revered Karnataka Nadagite. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಾಡಗೀತೆಗಾಗಿ ಎದ್ದು ನಿಲ್ತ್ಕೋರಿ.
ಶಂಕರ ರಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಮಧ್ವರ
Thank you, everyone. Dear comrades, now it is time for a very special moment of the evening today. The felicitation by our State Bank of India Officers Association, Karnataka, of two very esteemed individuals who have graced this occasion with their presence today. We take a great pleasure in honoring our respected Chief General Manager, Srimati Juhi Smita Sinha Madam, and our esteemed guest, Chief Guest of the evening, as a token of our deepest appreciation. We would like to request our lady comrades Pritikala Madam and Amrita Madam also to join us on the dais for the felicitation. Would like to request our lady comrades Pritikala Madam and Amrita Madam to please join us on the dais for the felicitation. First, we would like to felicitate our chief guest of the evening, Ms. Sushma Godbole Madam. Now, this is time to felicitate our respected and beloved Chief General Manager, Srimati Juhi Smita Sinha Madam.
We request members of our association to welcome our general managers and deputy general managers.
Thank you, everyone. As we move ahead, let us take a moment to introduce today the chief guest of the evening. I request Comrade Aparna to deliver an introductory note for our chief guest, Ms. Sushma Godbole, IAS.
It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest, a distinguished civil servant with an illustrious career spanning over 27 years in the government of Karnataka, An MSc Applied Geology graduate from Karnataka University, Dharwad, she went on to clear the Karnataka Administrative Services exam in 1995, securing second rank in the state. And later, her dedication and excellence led to her elevation to the Indian Administrative Service in 2008. She has held several key positions, including Member Secretary, Karnataka State Commission for Women, Joint Secretary, Law and Order, Home Department, Special Deputy Commissioner, Bengaluru Urban District, and currently she serves as Secretary, Karnataka Information Commission. Through these roles, she has been a strong advocate for women's empowerment, rural development, and governance reforms. She has spearheaded women-centric livelihood initiatives, conducted gender sensitization programs, and played a crucial role in shaping policies for women's welfare. Beyond her administrative roles, she is an achiever in NCC, a gold medalist in philately, a storyteller, an avid reader, and a passionate lover of music and gardening. With such an inspiring journey, ma'am, we are truly honored to have you amongst us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Srimati Sushma Ramesh Godbole. I now welcome ma'am to say a few words.
No, I am comfortable. No, I'm comfortable. No, it's okay, I think. I hope I'm audible. Yes. Good evening to all of you here. And at the outset, I wish you all a very, very happy celebration of International Women's Day today. Esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Mrs. Juhi Smita Sinha, CGM SBI Bangalore, the President and Secretary of the SBI Officers Association. I deem it my honor to be here with all of you today and share a few thoughts, not exactly about Women's Day, but something which is probably closer to all of us women, about the journeys that we all have undertaken so far. First of all, let me also appreciate the sterling performance put up by the the talented women workforce of SBI, and right from the entrance to the performances here, it has been a very joyous moment and something to remember all along. The next best appreciation goes nevertheless to the association itself, because it has spearheaded this celebration, and I think the credit goes to all of you, because you are in a very special sector in the government. So I'm sure at one time or the other, all of you have been at the teller counter. So you have handled coins all your life. So you know that women and men are two faces of the same coin, and that's probably one reason why out of so many Women's Day celebrations, I'm seeing here an equal representation of both men and women, which is not really there in many other departments also. It's very rare that the men come forward to celebrate the Women's Day. And here I think it is just that you are all working as a team, and it is very much evident from what I see here. This is something very special that I will remember forever. I thank you all for inviting me to this occasion. It is indeed a pleasure to be part of governance. And I see that all of us here are achievers in one way or the other. It is not that it is, see, a post, according to me, is something which we do for our livelihood. But at the same time, that gives us an opportunity to touch the lives of people. And all of us here, in one way or the other, are in public service, and we are all trying to wipe a tear off someone's face. Having said that, of course, I do know that all of you are eagerly waiting for the cultural activities, but still I thought I'll share my journey with you so far. Yes, I was born and brought up in Dharwad, And I have been inspired mainly by my family members, my parents, my grandparents, and all the women, my aunts and all, very strong people by heart also, you know, and very tough women. My grandmother my maternal grandmother was from Pune. She passed away 2 years ago. So I think I have a strain of Maharashtrian blood also in me. But though we are all from Karnataka, many people say, are you from Maharashtra? No, I am very much from Karnataka also. It's like that. And then I have always been inspired, you know, by women leaders, so to say, unknowingly or knowingly after seeing. I should specially thank my family members because they have never discriminated between me or my brother. My father has always been a guiding force to me, my mother also, very much so. These are all strong people who laid a very good foundation for us, gave us the best of whatever was possible. And had it not been for them, we wouldn't have been what we are today. And yes, it is our teachers at the school, St. Joseph's High School, from where I've studied, and then my college professors and so on. If you ask me, it was always, you know, I have been enthralled by people like Valentina Tereshkova. Somehow I used to read about Marie Curie, or it was Margaret Thatcher. All these were during my growth age of development. I used to read this in the newspapers about these people. So I used to be very much inspired by them. Our own Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, and then Sirimao Bandaranaike. These people were creating a niche in the world at that time. And then later on, you know, when we started, there was no television, but later on when I joined degree, the television came. And there was a serial, Udan, and all such things were strong, women were the strong characters. And there was a Polish serial about gymnastics, Nadia Comaneci. And she scored the only perfect 10 on 10 in Olympics. So these things, you know, always they create some kind of impression on young mind like that. That yes, I think at the end of the day, we can break barriers and do something. Here I would mention my parents' contribution to sending me to the subject of geology. And now I find my person of my own clan, I would say, madam also, who has her post-graduation in geology. Now this is one field where women were not very commonly taking this subject. So when I took this subject, my father, I did not want biology at PUC level, and my college had geology. My father is also a retired professor, Kittal Science College, Dharwad. So he said, if you don't like biology, you take either statistics or geology. That's the only combination. And since he had just done his research in crystallography, he said, maybe geology may interest you, he said. And I had always loved geography, so I chose PCMG combination. And I went on to take up geology as one of my major subjects. Then at the university also I took applied geology. I was the first girl student for applied geology in the university then. And actually they initially hesitated to get me admission give me the admission for applied geology course. One of the professors also happened to know my father, and then I asked my father to ask him that is there a rule that girls should not be given applied geology. If there is something like that, then I will not join. But if there is no rule, then why should I be prevented from joining? Then I don't know what happened. My college professors also had spoken to the university. I don't know, anyhow they accepted me as a student. I was the only out of 6 of us. I was the only girl student there. Then I was very extremely happy and thankful to Karnataka University, Dharwad. I still am indebted to it. My professors guided me very well. Then it was challenging again when we had to undergo mines training, underground mines training. And Hatti Gold Mines general manager also initially said, you will have to go back because so far we have not allowed women in the underground mines. Then again I asked him, sir, if you say there is a rule, I will go back. But my university has given you a letter to allow me to take up the summer training course. So if you allow, I'll go. And then I also told him, I remember I said, sir, there is one more thing that we can do. You see, he said it's going to be very tough. You have to go every day underground, do the mapping and come back. Then I said, sir, my request is you see me for 3-4 days. If I really cannot manage it, I will only voluntarily tell you that I can't do it and I will go back. Because previous year I had undergone training in the open cast mines at Biscote, Uttar Kannada district. Then he said, okay. And fortunately, I managed it very well. I did not find any difference between myself and my friends who came for that mine training. It's only one day that I scraped my ankle and I got a light fever that I took a day off. Otherwise, every day my routine started at 7 or 7:30, going down in the underground mines at Hatti and then doing the mapping. So I would remember all of them with gratitude because they gave me that opportunity, and it made me tough. NCC made me tough. All these things I think were turning points. Thanks to my mother, I think I was a bit lazy when I was in 10th standard or something like that. So my mother, she didn't speak anything much, no pravachan, but she said, you please join NCC, you'll enjoy it. And I really enjoyed it. I became alert also, thanks to my mother. So these things became a turning point, and that made me so tough that I could endure any kind of discomfort as a student of geology, because every day during field work for 10 days we had to walk for kilometers and kilometers, do the mapping on the topo sheet and all. It was very much enjoyable. Obviously I wrote the exam for GSI also after that, and my friends forced me to write this exam. So many of you will wonder, many times people ask me, what motivated you to take this exam of KPSC? Actually, nothing motivated me, but my friends forced me to fill up the form. They said, we are writing so many exams, you also write with us. And at that point of time, I was also trying to write geologist's exam and such other exams. So I said, okay, in good spirit, I said, initially I declined a lot. Then I told them, okay, since you are forcing me, anyhow we are studying and we shall study together. Then there were common questions. Usually the pattern used to be same in all competitive exams, madam, you'll agree. So there, BSRB books were also being sold in the market. IFS exam books were there. So we used to buy 2 different books and keep sharing it, that you read this part, I read that part, and somehow we studied hard for all these exams. My mother used to tell me, you join banking, it is a very good thing. I said, that's the last thing on my mind. Please don't force, I will never join it, I said. So, but with all that, I wrote the exam for NABARD, Development Officer post. I wrote that exam. Here in Bangalore, I came and wrote it. Anyhow, I was fortunate that I cleared this KPSC at the first attempt with a 2nd rank to the state, and after that, what happened was, after this I got my posting in GSI also. I cleared both CGWB and GSI papers, and then I cleared the SLET exam also. Then my mentors and my officers at ATI Mysore, they actually discouraged me. They said, now you don't leave, you have joined as a probationer, and let someone else take your place. And I went to GSI Bangalore, Kumaswamy layout, and I asked them, see, I'm in a dilemma. I want to really join GSI because administration is something which I have not heard of and I have nothing to do with it. But again, you know, they also sort of discouraged me. Now I don't know whether to be angry upon them or to be happy. They said, no, you become secretary or joint secretary to Government of India. It didn't really mean much to me then. And they said, why are you coming? Then I took 6 months' time to think about it. Then I also got an offer letter from Karnataka College for a permanent vacancy. I went for the interview, and my interview team had one of my professors also there, and the vice chancellor also was a geology person. He said, why do you want to come? I said, this is what I like. I have just joined there, but don't force me to go back. I want to join the college. And I've cleared SLET. That time SLET was the minimum eligibility for a lecturer. He just told me one thing. He said, see, now don't deprive another person. You have already joined. You better go back. We are not going to select you. This was the kind of interview I attended. They said, we won't select you. And we will select a person who is not yet employed. You already are employed now. So don't deprive one chap of that job. I still pleaded with them. I said, no, I like this subject. I like teaching. You don't send me to administration. But somehow, finally, it was, I think, Providence that landed me in the field of administration. But when I look back today, I think I have no regret. Maybe that is what was meant for me. I did not know it at that time. Although I still keep in touch with my subject, I keep reading a lot about it. But no regret now, because I have got that rare opportunity to see society from a different perspective. I would never have got that chance had I landed up as a lecturer or a faculty in Karnataka Science College. Though I have the highest regard for the teaching profession, many of my family members are in that same profession. But now I feel this is a very different game altogether. Being in governance, being able to reach out to the common man is something very, very different. And that is how from 97 as an assistant commissioner I started my journey. And there were a lot of things to remember. So many types of situations, so many types of crises. I don't know. I don't even remember some of them. Only suddenly somebody comes and tells that day this had happened and you had done it. It's only then that the memory comes back. But then at the end of the day, we always work as a team. And I have not per se found any discrimination at the workplace. I have really not felt. Sometimes discrimination comes from a fellow colleague when they are jealous. I didn't see much of discrimination from the subordinate staff, because I have always believed in working like one unit. So many times I discuss things with my staff and then we come to some conclusion. It is not that we just do it one way. So from their side I have not had. But in some silly matters, maybe my senior colleagues as an assistant commissioner, I had a very, I would say, peculiar district level officer who was, he was not very happy. And whenever my bills for petrol used to go to the DC's office, as AC's bills had to be countersigned at the DC's office, then he used to be very unhappy. He would not clear my vehicle petrol bills. This is the kind of, he used to derive joy of that small discrimination that he used to make. And it so happened, why I'm narrating all these anecdotes, they're just very funny, because I don't want to tell anything serious here. Once Deputy Commissioner, myself and this person were moving in our respective vehicles, then somebody on the street, the traffic policeman, and there were few people who were begging. Okay, now they were cured of leprosy, but since the stigma is so high, they had not been employed anywhere. But as a municipal commissioner in charge, we had managed to, and as an assistant commissioner, we had managed to give them drinking water supply in their colony and get them that orange card. Yes, orange card for food, and these things were, and admission for their children, because the stigma was so high that the children of these people also were not easily given admission. But my BO lady was very strong, so we did all these small things. We had called them to our office, asked them what is it that you want and all. Now they waved out to me from wherever they are. I waved out in return. I just smiled at them. Now this person was talking to my deputy commissioner. He said, "Sir, ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ." So it was a very peculiar situation. Then I said, it's just that I know them and nothing wrong about it. So this is how, these were my initial experiences. But my probationary period was very tough, that I had very good officers who guided me, and day in, day out, midnight, any damn law and order situation, they used to say, oh, probationer should be called. And I used to accompany the assistant commissioner. So that's how I learned work at the grassroots level. And I had very, very good officers above me. Sometimes I had very unpleasant experiences also, but then I have never attached much importance. I learned to deal with it myself, and I would say that good bosses bring out the best in you. But never complain about bad bosses, because at the end of the day, they make you stronger. They teach you some things that good bosses cannot teach. They teach you something which makes you so tough that you will say, come what may, I'll take it as a challenge and I'll prove myself. Now that spirit comes only when we have a bad boss or a bad colleague. Yes, you try your best to prove that, yes, I am everything what you are saying against me, I am everything what you don't want me to be. So that spirit has to be there. Now that happens only in crisis also, that we learn the best in life during crisis, all of us for that matter. But if you see it from another angle, we need also to be very tough when it comes to, see, where you have, we can't do mollycoddling all the time. In the sense, what I'm trying to say is, when women are put on duty also, I have seen situations where they imagine that a woman officer will always have too much of softness for them. So they come with all unreasonable demands, and they are disappointed when we do not accede to their requests. One such example was during census 2002. I was the subdivisional census officer. So one lady came with a small baby in her hand, and she said, "Madam, you have put me on census duty. How can I do census?" Then I smiled, I talked to her. I said, "Look, you are now, where are you working?" She said, "I'm working as a teacher." "Every day, where do you leave your baby?" She said, "I leave it at home, and my mother-in-law takes care of that baby." She said, I asked her only one thing. "Did you read my order? Does it say carry your baby and do the census?" It does not say so. It just says you go and do the census survey, enumeration, house to house enumeration. Have I ever anywhere written that you should carry your baby along? So no excuses. Leave the baby at home. Whatever system you are having now, follow it. Go in the early morning, finish the enumeration, come back and do the tabling. So these are certain things where we need to be tough, and we also need to take tough decisions. And it is not that you can go on pampering them just because anybody is a woman. But when it's a genuine case, I understand we should go out of the way, whether it is men or women. There are times when we have worked late in the night. I have ensured that there are pool vehicles not just for women. It is for the men also. Sometimes in a big city like Bangalore, even they could be robbed also, isn't it? So we can't just be so discriminative. First of all, if I myself do not remember my gender while working, everything around me will be fine. If I consciously remember I am a woman, I am sitting on the chair, then things will go haywire. I don't understand why that thought should come to me in the first place. If I am tough, if I am like everyone else, there is no question of gender disparity at all. So these are certain things that we should all try to deal with. Yes, women at the helm of affairs always is a very different thing, because they see it with a different perspective. Maybe if you walk into a woman officer's cabin, or even anybody's cabin for that matter, where a woman is working, they would keep it more aesthetic. I'm not saying it would be decorated, but I would say they are having that softness and that subtlety and that aesthetics with them. Even when a person approaches them, women will deal with it a little differently. Now in your field also, when a woman entrepreneur comes to you, probably you will understand her much better than your male colleague. You will have this softness, and you will realize what she is going through. You immediately can put yourself in her shoes and understand what she wants. So that is where I think we can be a little more sensitive to their needs and whatever they are entitled to. Whatever they need to be given, if we can give, that gives the greatest pleasure. I remember we had like women at the rural level require mainly funding for their small schemes. Self-help groups, we have worked with a lot of them. And there are also, housing is a very important sector where women really want housing. Their names are strangely left out most of the time. But today I would like to remember the name of Mr. Shivasalam, our retired IS officer, senior officer, who ensured that Ashray houses, whatever housing scheme houses are there, are registered in the name of women. That was a very tough decision that he took. I don't know, I was very young into service. He must have met with some sarcasm and some brickbats, but then he went ahead. He simply issued an order saying that the houses that we are giving from the government should necessarily be in the name of the women. That was itself that very strong step towards empowerment. Imagine that woman having it in her name. Then she will take care not to sell it off or not to mortgage it and things like that. So he had that vision and he did it. And today it is still going strong in the state government that all the khatas are issued in the name of the women. There was a lady who used to come to my house selling that puffed rice, churmuri, and she did not have a house. Believe me, she did not just have a house, she did not have a family to fall back on. So then I came to know that she is houseless also and no family people to depend upon. Then I had to quarrel with the local MLA to ensure her name gets included. 3 times the list changed. Now it's all online. Lots of efforts have been made to make it more transparent, but it was still manual that time. And every time that list used to go, out of 400, 500 houses, I don't know, always few names used to be removed each time. Then finally, 3rd time I told him, sir, this is one lady who deserves a house. You remove or change anything, but at least not change hers. Finally, we managed to get her that house. But what I am trying to say is, sometimes you have to fight for something. Not just for what I want, but also what someone else requires more than me. So when I put myself in their shoes, it's only then will I realize what is bothering them and what they really require. It is same thing with Devdasis also. Now here we have a sizable older Devdasi population in some parts of districts of Karnataka. So every time this exercise of survey was going on, then while reading the revenue records, the Pahani, the RTC, there were entries which had the mother's name. There was no entry. Usually the customary thing is to have the father's name. So it was Tai Hanmava like that, mother like that. Then one day I asked my caseworker, a very senior man, I asked him, how is it that the name is, these RTCs are in the name of the mother? That time he enlightened me and he said, madam, in these cases, they might be the children of Devdasis, former Devdasis, therefore it is not reflected. Now, I don't know, but this somewhere it was registered in the corner of my mind. I don't know how. Then I got one rare opportunity when I was director of pre-university education and Karnataka Examination Authority chief executive director. I was holding concurrent posts. So at that point of time, we were revising this online application forms for the students who write CET and PU. That time, I was talking with my NIC team. We had several meetings and this field was shown as mandatory, father's name. By then almost 20 years of service, 15 or 17 years of service had gone by. Then while discussing, I realized that there might be somebody whose father's name may not be there or cannot be reflected. Then over a series of meetings, we decided that it should no longer be made mandatory and it's only the mother's name. So it's left to the choice of the students. If I am right, that practice is there currently, it's followed in Karnataka even now. Probably now it is no longer mandatory. And it is at a stage where, today the dynamics of society has changed. Then the dynamics was about Devdasis. Today it is something very, very different. It could be a single mother, it could be a child of a commercial sex worker, but they also have to, they have every right to lead a dignified life. So at an age of adolescence, we can't create a rift in the family, forcing the child to ask the name of the mother. So that is when I think we decided that it should not be made a mandatory field in any of these forms. So I am happy that the NIC team also agreed and we brought in that change. But this is somewhere where, and before that also, there was a posting in the Karnataka State Commission for Women as women's member secretary. So we had hosted a one-day program for the women, for commercial sex workers. Believe me, that was one day which opened our eyes also into their lives. What is it that they want and what is it they cannot get from the government or from the society. So all these, happened as a link. Now when I look back, I feel that every post is connected in one way or the other. Down my service of 14 or 15 departments, I feel every time it's a probationary period, every time we are learning something new, even if it's for a short time, we are for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but each time is a learning thing. Learning never stops. I think it's a great challenge to be like that. Of course, in perspective, I would say that I'm happy to be in the service now. I have just 4 more years of service left, and it has been a long journey. But I remember my colleagues, my staff who have always guided me. Whenever I am in problems, I still call them up. From whichever office, the concerned persons, I call them and ask them how it is to be done and all that. So this is how we have come this journey. It has been bittersweet, I would say. It is bittersweet, but a happy one. Nothing. But at the end of the day, I would like to go back to my field again and at least read something. If I get the time, at least to read something about that. This is how I would like to be busy after my retirement. Let us see, I'll get more time to do reading and all. But I would only say that our job is to wipe the tear from every eye and to bring a smile on everyone's face, because that is something at the end of the day that gives us the greatest inner happiness and bliss. I don't think there is anything else that we can do. The least we can do for society is give back this way. Reach out to the person who is in need. Share whatever thoughts you have with him, and then what that person requires, it's our job to give it to that. And this is how you are in the most important sector, that is banking. And I'm sure your services are more essential today in the booming economy, because somewhere we are neglecting our micro enterprises and medium scale enterprises. We are going in for large infrastructure projects and things like that, but we need the smaller women to survive, the smaller artisans to survive. They are the ones. See, it is not, when we talk of self-help groups, empowerment doesn't mean that they have to put a stall in an exhibition and earn. I don't think that's the empowerment at all. They should rise to the level where they can do their sales on their own, either through e-commerce, through Flipkart, Amazon. They should be so empowered that they should not wait for the government to give them a stall once a year or 3 times a year. And that is where all of us put together can work. Whether it is route settings programs, I saw that even in your programs you have training programs for women entrepreneurs, so many of them. So if we can reach out like that and include those from the transgender community also, it will be a great service. Where few of our branches in Hassan, Canara Bank manager once wept on the stage, and he said the happiest moment for him in his service was when, through Route SETI, they are the sponsoring agency for Route SETI programs in Canara Bank. Around 7 years ago, in one of the meetings, he literally wept. He said that was the happiest day when he could conduct the program for a special batch only for transgenders, then accommodate with them with the loan credit and make sure that they took a profession of their choice. Now, hats off to such people who are working tirelessly, thinking innovatively, and with great creativity. He created one whole batch where he could train up only people from the transgender community. I'm sure they will never forget him in their lifespan. Now these are all these heroes who remain unsung, and we should celebrate all such people who reach out women and all these people who are, I would say, victimized, or they are kept away from society. That inclusiveness has to be there. I'm sure all of us are working to that effect only. And I would say only one thing. I feel I do not know much about commerce or banking. I will accept that. Though I am dealing with different aspects of that as a DLBC chairman and all, I used to conduct meeting. But I will think that a woman is the best banker in the family. Always, she is the one who always, I don't know, earlier they used to say women keep money in dabba or this and that, but modern women also, all of us keep, no? You all agree with me? We have at least 2 or 3 types of purses. To the market, we take a different purse. We change it. When we go to a movie, we take a different bag. And when we go for, grocery shopping, we take a different bag. And when you really require, when you open the zip of each purse, somewhere you'll find some money here, some money there. So we are always in that idea of lending. Somebody asked, the children asked, finally nobody has, the mother will definitely have. So this is today a special day to remember all women. Women are the best bankers in the world. Only thing, we should have more workforce like that. You are all 27%, I am told. So you should rise to 50%. I still don't understand this logic, why only 30% of seats in the buses are reserved and all. We are half of the population, damn it. Why do we need reservation? You have to work your way up to your place. I don't require reservation at all. We are 50% of our population. Then why this discrimination that I require 20% seats, 30% seats? Yes, in some sectors, yes, when they don't have infrastructure, like in police department, it is difficult to get 30% reservation. Not that women are not competitive. It's not competent, it's just that they are not having the basic infrastructure. Like, toilets and all, where places of work, and the bus drivers and conductresses whom I have discussed with. So if we give them that, they will also join the workforce. Because they have to work for all traffic hours, it doesn't mean that they cannot do it. It's just that you provide them the facilities and they can come to the forefront. So I don't think that we should even claim that give us 30%, 40% reservation and we will know. We should say it is our place, just make way for it, that's all. And you climb up the ladder. Having said this, I will end my sharing of my thoughts. I would say, I won't call it a traditional speech as such. And I'll be very happy. I'm again happy to see all of you here eagerly waiting for the session to end. I will only tell one very simple, very silly thing that I used to do as a child. My grandfather had brought one game, that trader. I'll end it with that. New trader, its name was. Now they call it business and all. So he used to be the banker, my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, and my brother and I used to play. Believe me, at the end of the day, I couldn't buy anything beyond Churchgate or one Baikala. I could never successfully invest and all that. My brother was always winning that game, and I could never understand that. So I was very bad at commercial mathematics. So these are very funny things that I still remember. When I was called here, I remembered that game that I never played well. I could only buy those 2-3 things. Always my favorite one, Cherry Road or Churchgate. And I used to ask my grandfather, what's the meaning of debenture, bonus? Till today, many people have explained it to me, madam, but I must accept. If you ask me again, I don't know the definition. I don't understand these nitty-gritties of this. So it's my husband who pulls my leg. He says, you can't understand finances in any way. How come you handle thousands of crores of budget? I said, that's a different game. To the last pie, I will show you the account for that and of my whatever grant is given in the best possible way. So he always pulls my leg. He says, who will believe that you can handle money? So I have no answer for that, but I know I can handle it. So I'm sure all of you here also are the best bankers in the world. Kudos to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. You truly are an inspiration in every sense of the term. Now, as we move ahead, let us take a moment to introduce a remarkable leader who has been a guiding force in our organization, our respected CJ Madam, Ms. Juhi Smita Sinha. A visionary, a mentor, and an inspiration to all of us. Her contributions have been invaluable in shaping our institution. I request Comrade Archana to say a few words to introduce our madam.
Thank you, Aparna, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Srimati Juhi Smita Sinha, a probationary officer of 1995 batch, assumed the role of Chief General Manager, Bengaluru Circle on 12th of September 2024. In her 29-year career, she has undertaken diverse assignments across retail banking, corporate banking, and human resources. Prior to this, she was the Chief General Manager, Organizational Planning and Systems and Procedures at SBI Corporate Center, Mumbai, where she played a pivotal role in developing and implementing the bank's long-term business strategy. Before that, as General Manager of Network 2 at the Mumbai Metro local head office, she achieved several key milestones in business growth and operational excellence also. Srimati Sinha holds an MSc in Geology and is a Certified Associate of Indian Institute of Bankers CAIIB. The Bengaluru Circle under her leadership includes the bank's operations across the state of Karnataka, comprising over 1700 branches and offices managing balance sheet of more than rupees 5 trillion. Dear comrades, please give another big round of applause for the wonderful leader of the Bengaluru Circle, none other than our respected and beloved Srimati Juhi Smita Sinha ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to conclude my words with a few lines for you ma'am, with your permission. है शांत धीर गंभीर जलधि सी, है शांत धीर गंभीर जलधि सी, भास्कर सी दैदीप्यमान, मन जिनका है भूसा विशाल, मन वचन कर्म से है महान. हम सब स्नेही करते इस स्वर्णिम प्रसंग पर अभिवादन. इस शुभ संध्या पर आपका शत शत वंदन, शत शत अभिनंदन. Madam, now we would like to request you to please come on the dais and give a keynote address.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to compliment each one of you on the celebration of this Women's Day today, and compliments to the Officers Association for holding this function. First of all, and I would like to welcome our chief guest, Shrimati Sushma Godbole IAS. What an inspirational journey she had. All of us would agree to that. And after hearing to her, I don't have much words to say. So it's like I can draw parallels many a times when she was speaking. I had a somewhat similar journey. Many of you would be relating to what she was saying. And I always believe that we all compare that whether women power, we talk about women power, women enrichment and all those things. But for me, we are already empowered, we are already enriched. We are the ones who have given birth to the entire world. So don't forget that before thinking that you are someone who needs to be empowered. You already have the power within you. Apart from that, I always feel that whenever we are at any place, whether you are at your educational institute, whether you are working at any organization, not only SBI, we are a bit ahead in every field. Nowadays, we see how many women force are joining SBI as such. So there already there has been a lead that has been taken. But when I say so, I never want to say that our men folk are any less. They are the ones who have supported us to reach here. Yesterday, I was reading an article whereby it said that the daughters who are strong, the daughters who are seen to excel in life, they are the ones who have been supported by their father the most. So if a father admires the talent of a daughter, the father who praises the daughter at every step and is always supportive of the daughter does really well in life. And I'm sure many of you sitting here would agree to that. Fathers on this side and daughters on this side. So it can never be, as ma'am said, it is always two sides of the same coin. And we have to just take it forward. That is what I mean to say. Wherever in the bank, when I had entered the bank, and the kind of support I got from all the people who were there in the bank at that point of time, when I joined as a probationary officer, there were very few girls who had joined the bank. I think 12 of them in my batch. And from there to see so many girls, 60% of probationary officers joining these days are women. So a long transformation has come. But never in my life I felt deprived of anything that my male colleagues or the probationary officers who were joining were getting. The opportunities that we get are equal. It's up to you whether you grab it or not. And one thing I would like to tell to all my lady colleagues sitting here is, keep the decisions that you take in your hand. Don't anyone else, it can, anyone means anyone, take the call for you. Generally what happens, when HR is taking a call, they'll say, नहीं नहीं छोड़ दो, लड़की है, वहाँ नहीं जा पाएगी. हाँ, उसको ये difficult branch मत दो, वो नहीं चला पाएगी. No, I will take the call. You ask me. You ask me whether मैं वो branch चला पाऊंगी कि नहीं चला पाऊंगी. So the decision has to be yours. You take that call, whether you will be able to run as an RM, whether you'll be able to run a region as an RM, whether you can be the DGM module, whether you can be a CGM circle. The call should be yours, not someone else to decide for us whether you will be able to do it or not. So that you must have it in your own hands. This is one thing I would like to tell you. The other thing is, whenever any challenging assignment comes up, please don't back out. Please don't back out. You see, once you have overcome that challenge, the joy, the thrill that you will feel is something, you ask me, the thrill that you will feel is something that I cannot explain to you. And the smile that you will see on the faces of even your opponents who have been criticizing you all through, and then they'll look up to you one day and say, yes, look, she has overcome it and she is there. And then a phone call would come. And then a phone call would come and say, congratulations. That day you know you have triumphed. So don't back out. Don't back out. This is one thing I always keep on telling. Many of the female colleagues come to me asking that, give us a single advice. This is a single piece of advice I always give them. So I have done it all and I'm standing here in front of you. Challenges, yes, of course you will face challenges whenever you are there working hard. Many a times it is that you feel, now I will not be able to carry on. This is the end of it. Wait for 2 more minutes, maybe 2 more hours, maybe 2 more days. You wait for that and you just overcome that feeling. The success is just behind that. Success is just behind that. Don't give up. And to my male colleagues sitting here, always support the ladies in the organization, because they are equally contributing to whatever we are doing. Nowhere they are backing out. As I told in my earlier Women's Day speech when we were having it on 7th, that even at 7:30 I call a lady officer, she is there in the bank, although there are so many things going on in our mind. आज घर में खाना क्या बनेगा? मेरे बच्चे ने homework किया होगा या नहीं? Whether my husband would be back, what would be he thinking that why I'm late to home today? But still, she is there at 7:30 answering my queries. So no one is backing out. The girls are there. We just need to support them. And the negative statements that we make about our own colleagues, please stop that. कि वो तो नहीं होगी, वो चली गई होगी, उसका तो बच्चा छोटा है. Don't do all that. All of us have gone through that problem, and whether you are a male officer or a female officer, everyone has the same feeling. Everyone, even if you are a male officer, you have to cater to the child's educational needs. You have to go back and get the homework done. It's not that your duty gets over with the bang. Similar is the case with the lady officers. So when we talk of equality, equality should be in all forms of equality. It should not be that one person thinks that equality means giving more power to the women. I'm not asking for that. We just want an equal treatment. So this is when this happens, then actually we would be celebrating Women's Day. And there should not be only a single day that is Women's Day. I haven't never seen a Men's Day being celebrated. Then why are we celebrating Women's Day? Because we think that a day needs to be specially dedicated to the women. Every day is our day. If we don't, yeah. So that is my message to all of you. I won't take much time because cultural function is waiting for you and all of you are here for enjoyment. If you give me a whole day, I can speak on this topic. So that can be on some other day. Thank you so much and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your motivating and thought-provoking words today. Your insights truly inspires us to strive for excellence and empowerment. Now, moving ahead, we have the honor of inviting Comrade KL Chavan, President of SBI OAK, to deliver the presidential address cum vote of thanks.
Good evening, comrades. How is the Josh? Wonderful. Respected chief guest of today's function, Madam Sushma Godboleji, IS. Respected head of our circle, CGM, Madam Joy Smita Sinha. Respected general managers, Jena sir and Sharma sir, our own general secretary, CDO sir, all DGMs, AGMs, and my dear friends. I fully agree with Sushma madam that one has to be tough master. And I also fully endorse that our circle head is also a tough master. Because the two important things we achieved, particularly during this month, is the punctuality in such a city of Bangalore where traffic is known. And we achieved the punctuality and we are all India #1. And second one is customer service. There also we are #1 in entire country. This could happen only under the leadership of our respected CGM. And at the same time, even though she is a taskmaster, she has a mother's heart. On 13th, Madam has donated some diabetic instruments in one of the hospital, and the children aged 1 year, 2 year, 3 years were going under dialysis, and Madam was emotional. So that mother's heart and a tough master, it is a combination of our CGM. It is an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate International Women's Day, a day dedicated to recognizing the achievements and contributions of women in every sphere of life, be in our homes, workplaces, or society at large. Comrades, at State Bank of India, we have pride in fostering a workplace where women play a pivotal role, and they are more than 30% in our entire workforce. Our women colleagues are not just employees, they are leaders, decision makers, mentors, and change makers who inspire us every day. As a banking institution that serves millions across the nation, we have witnessed how financial empowerment transforms lives. women are not just beneficiaries of economic growth, they are its drivers. When women gain financial independence, families prosper, communities thrive, and the entire nation moves forward. Today, even our finance sector is also managed by a woman in the form of finance minister. Today, I take this opportunity to salute all the women of SBI and beyond who have broken barriers, challenged stereotypes, and paved the way for future generations. Your determination and dedication are inspiration to all of us. However, while we celebrate progress, we must also acknowledge the challenges that persist: gender bias at workplace, inequalities, and work-life balance struggles. It is our collective responsibility to address these issues and build a more inclusive and equitable workplace. As an officers association, we reaffirm our commitment to advocating the equal opportunities in leadership roles, supporting work-life balance initiatives for women, creating a safe and respectful work environment for all, encouraging more women to take challenging and leadership positions in our State Bank of India. To all the incredible women here today, I urge you to dream big, break barriers, and never doubt your potential. And to our male colleagues, let us stand together as allies in this journey towards equality. Let's not just celebrate March 8th. March 8th is, I remember, last year, again because of women power, we got our wage revision also. That wage revision agreement was signed on March 8th at the instance of our finance minister. Let's make every day an opportunity to champion gender equality and empowerment. I wish once again happy International Women's Day. And also, today, at the short notice, many volunteers, office bearers, and our leadership at SBIK have arranged this wonderful program. And in the short notice, I salute all of you for assembling in such a big way. It shows how SBIK is important for all of you, and how SBIK is playing a very vital role in State Bank of India, that too in Bangalore Circle. I thank each one of you. I thank our respected chief guest, Madam Sushma Godbole. I thank our respected CGM, Madam Juismita Sinha. I also thank the general managers, DGMs, CDO sir, and all the men and women assembled in this program. And also would like to thank the team of our cultural activity. All the way they have made a lot of preparations to enthrall you all, and let us wait for their important events which is going to come. Thank you so much. Dinner is arranged. Kindly have it after the cultural program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. And now let us add a touch of artistic expression to our celebrations. It is time to sit back, relax, and immerse ourselves in a mesmerizing cultural performance by Srishti Kala Kendra. Let's enjoy the vibrant display of talent.
ಹಲೋ. ಇದೀಗ ಮಹಿಳಾ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆಯ ಅಂಗವಾಗಿ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯಲಿದೆ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಅನೇಕ ಕನ್ಯಾಕುಮಾರಿಯಿಂದ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರದವರೆಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ಕಲೆಗಳ ನಾಡು ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ. ಈ ಮೊದಲ ನೃತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯ, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ದಾಂಡಿಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಥಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನದ ಒಂದು ಝಲಕನ್ನ ಈ ನೃತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ನೃತ್ಯಗಳ ಒಂದು ಸಂಗಮವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಫ್ಲೂಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. ನರ್ತನ ಮಾಡಿದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅನಂತ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಮುಂದಿನ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಂಜುಶ್ರೀ ಶಿಷ್ಯರಿಂದ ನಾಟ್ಯ ಸಿಂಚನ ನವಶಕ್ತಿ.
ಇಡೀ ಭೂಮಂಡಲವನ್ನೇ ನಡಗಿಸುವ ಈ ಮಹಿಷಾಸುರನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಂದ ಮರಣವೇ? ಅದು ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ. ನನಗೆ ಮರಣವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
प्रथमं शैलपुत्री च द्वितीयं ब्रह्मचारिणी तृतीयं चन्द्रघण्टेति कुष्माण्डेति चतुर्थकं पञ्चमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति सप्तमं कालरात्रीति महागौरी च अष्टमं नवमं सिद्धिदात्रीति नवदुर्गा प्रतिष्ठिता.
विनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्द्यशिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति हेशिति कण्ठकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकवर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरवरवर्षिणि दुर्धरधर्षिणि दुर्मुखमर्षिणि कर्षरते त्रिभुवनपोषिणि शङ्करतोषिणि कल्मषमोषिणि घोषरते तनुजनिरोषिणि दिविसुतरोषिणि दुर्मदशोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकवर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि
ಕ್ಷುದ್ರ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ವಿನಾಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬಂದ ರುದ್ರ ತೋಡಿಯೋ ನಾನು.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಮುಂದಿನ ನೃತ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮದೇ SBI ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ನೃತ್ಯ. ಇದೀಗ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಶಿವ ತನ್ನ ಭಸ್ಮಾಸುರನಿಗೆ ವರವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ತಾನು ಯಾರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೈ ಇಡ್ತಾನೋ ಅವರು ಭಸ್ಮ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಭಸ್ಮಾಸುರ ಶಿವನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೈ ಇಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ಪ್ರಯೋಗಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಗ ಶಿವ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗಿ ವಿಷ್ಣುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಅಳಲನ್ನು ತೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಗ ಶಿವ ಮೋಹಿನಿಯಾಗಿ ಭಸ್ಮಾಸುರನನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುನಾಧಿಪತಯೇ ನಮಃ. Oh ವೈಕುಂಠದೇ ಗರುಡ ಗಮನ ತಾನು ನಿರತ ವೈಕುಂಠದೇ ಬಲಿ ಬಲಿ ಭಕ್ತರ ಬಲಿಯುತ್ತಾಯಿರಲೋ ಅಂದುಗೆಗಳು ಜನ 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 ಜನರಲು ಸುಂದರ ರೂಪದೆ ಮಂದಗಮನ ಅಂದುಗೆಗಳು ಜನ ಜನ ಜನರಲು ಮಂಗಳು ಸುಂದರ ರೂಪದೆ ಸುಂದರ ರೂಪದೆ ಮಂದರ ಮಾನದೆ ಮಂದಗಮನದೆ ಅಂಬುಗೆಗಳು ಜನ 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 ಜನರು ಅಂಬುಗೆಗಳು ಜನ 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 ಜನರು ಮಂಗಳಾಯ ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಆನಂದಗೆ ಮಂಗಳಾಯ ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಆನಂದಗೆ ಕಂಡನು ಭುವನ ಸುಂದರೇಶ ಕಂಡನು ಭುವನ ಸುಂದರಿಯ ಭುವನ ಸುಂದರಿಯ ಭುವನ ಸುಂದರಿಯ ಭೂಮಂಡಲದೊಳಗೆ ಚಲ್ವಿಕೆಯ ಭೂಮಂಡಲದೊಳಗೆ ಚಲುವಿಕೆಯ 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 ಕಂಡನು ಭುವನ ಸುಂದರಿಯ ಭೂಮಂಡಲದೊಳಗೆ ಚಲುವಿಕೆಯ ಭೂಮಂಡಲದೊಳಗೆ ಚಲುವಿಕೆಯ ಕಂಡುದಿಲ್ಲವು ಮುಖಮಂಡಲ ಶಶಿಧರ ಕಂಡುದಿಲ್ಲವು ಮುಖಮಂಡಲ ಶಶಿಧರ ಮುಖಮಂಡಲ ಶಶಿಧರ ದುಂಡುಭುಜಾಂಗನೆ 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 ಕಂಡೆ ಆನಂದವೇ ದುಂಡುಭುಜಾಂಗನೆ 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 ಕಂಡೆ ಆನಂದವೇ ಕಂಡುದಿಲ್ಲವು ಮುಖಮಂಡಲ ಶಶಿಧರ ದುಂಡುಭುಜಾಂಗನೆ ಕಂಡೆ ಆನಂದದಿ ದುಂಡುಭುಜಾಂಗನೆ ಕಂಡೆ यार 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 यार
ಮೋಹಿನಿಯ ಮೋಹಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಲುಕಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಮೋಹಿನಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಭಿನಯ ಚತುರೆ ಪೂಜಾ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಕಲಾವಿದರಾದಂತಹ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಾಯಕ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಕಲೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭದ ಕಲೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಎಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿನಯ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಾಡಲಿರುವವರು ಶ್ರುತಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಂಬ್ರಮ ಹಿರೇಮಠ್, SBI ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳು.
ഋതുവിനുള്ളിലാരോ സ്വരപ്പെടുത്തിയോരോ നിറത്തിലുള്ള സംഗീതം രസരാഗം വിവിധമതിഗാഠം പ്രകൃതിയുടെ നാദം പ്രണയമയമാനന്ദം ലയമേകം സമഭാവം ശുഭഗീതം. ഓരോ ഋതുവിനുള്ളിലാരോ സ്വരപ്പെടുത്തിയോരോ നിറത്തിലുള്ള സംഗീതം രസരാഗം വിവിധമതിഗാഠം പ്രകൃതിയുടെ നാദം പ്രണയമയമാനന്ദം ലയമേകം സമഭാവം ശുഭഗീതം. ചുടുവെയിലാടി കൊതിപ്പെടുത്തും നവകനൽ ചുരത്തും സംഗീതം പൂക്കും ഇലവ് മരം ചോക്കും മനസ്സ് മതഗന്ധം വിതച്ചരച്ചുമാലേയം വേനൽ പുഴയൊഴുകി പ്രേമാർദ്രമായി തെളിഞ്ഞ കണ്ണാടി പോൽ മിന്നും നീരോടെ ഹർഷം ഹൃദയമേഘവർഷം പ്രണയം മിന്നൽ ചിന്നും പതഞ്ഞൊഴുകുമാപാദം സാമം ധ്വനി മൃദംഗതാളം പ്രകൃതി മൽഹാർ പാടും സ്വരജതിതനാരോഹം മാനോ മരത്തളിരിനാലെ ഹരിതമായ കാണാകെ ഓടുന്നു സോത്സാഹം ലയവേഗം സമഭാവം ശുഭഗീതം. ഓരോ ഋതുവിനുള്ളിലാരോ സ്വരപ്പെടുത്തിയോരോ നിറത്തിലുള്ള സംഗീതം രസരാഗം വിവിധമതിഗാഠം പ്രകൃതിയുടെ നാദം പ്രണയമയമാനന്ദം ലയമേകം സമഭാവം ശുഭഗീതം.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಂಬ್ರಮ ಹಿರೇಮಠ್. ನಮ್ಮವರೇ, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. ಕಲಾ ರಸಿಕರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂತಿದ್ರ? ಇನ್ನು 3 ನೃತ್ಯವನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಲಾವಿದರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ. ಇದೀಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಕಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ದಾಂಡಿಯಾ ನೃತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
કિનારે તો ખાલી પડે નાની નાની બગલીને નાના એવા સપનાની રેત વાળી ડગલીને તોફાનો તરાપ મારે હાલે સાવ આપી જાય તોય જેની હિંમત અને આમ નહીં આપે એવો ખારવો ખલાસી એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી એવો ખારવો ખલાસી એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો 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 ગોતીલો
પોતાના જ દરિયામાં પોતાની જ ડૂબકીથી જાતનું અમૂલ મોતી લો
એ પતિ જે મજામાં ખાલી વાવટા તજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો
એવું કોણ છે ખલાસી મને ઓકે ભૈયા કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને હાય હાય હૈયા કોણ છે ખલાસી મને લઈ જા નૈયા તમે ગોતી લો એવું કોણ છે ખલાસી મને ઓકે ભૈયા કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને હાય હાય હૈયા કોણ છે ખલાસી મને લઈ જા નૈયા તમે ગોતી લો એવું કોણ છે ખલાસી મને ઓકે ભૈયા કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને હાય હાય હૈયા કોણ છે ખલાસી મને લઈ જા નૈયા તમે ગોતી લો એવું કોણ છે ખલાસી મને ઓકે ભૈયા કોણ છે પ્રવાસી મને હાય હાય હૈયા
પતિ જે મજામાં ખાલી વાવટા તજામાં એવો હાડનો પ્રવાસી ગોતીલો
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಮುಂದಿನ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಾಣ ದೀಪಂ. ಇದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಳೆಯ ಕನ್ನಡ ಚಿತ್ರಗೀತೆಗೆ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕೊನೆಗೊಳ್ಳಲಿದೆ. ಈ ಎರಡು ನೃತ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ.
महाप्राणदीपं शिवं शिवं महुकाररूपं शिवं शिवं महासूर्यचन्द्राग्निनेत्रं पवित्रं महागाढतिमिरान्तकं सौरगात्रं महाकान्तिबीजं महादिव्यतेजं भवानी समेतं भजे मञ्जुनाथं नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च भवहराय च महाप्राणदीपं शिवं शिवं भजे मञ्जुनाथं शिवं शिवं अद्वैतभास्करम् अर्धनारीश्वरं त्रिदशहृदयङ्गमं चतुर्दधिसङ्गमं पञ्चभूतात्मकं षट्शत्रुनाशकं सप्तस्वरेश्वरं अष्टसिद्धीश्वरं नवरसमनोहरं दशदिशासु विमलं मेकादशोज्ज्वलं मेकनाथेश्वरं प्रस्तुतिवशङ्करं प्रणतजनकिङ्करं दुर्जनभयङ्करं सज्जनशुभङ्करं प्राणिभवतारकं प्रकृतिहितकारकं भुवनभव्यभवनायकं भाग्यात्मकं रक्षकम् ईशं सुरेशं ऋषेशं परेशं नटेशं गौरीशं गणेशं भूतेशं महामधुरपञ्चाक्षरी मन्त्रमार्चं महाहर्षवर्षप्रवर्षं सुशीर्षं नमो हराय च स्मरहराय च पुरहराय च रुद्राय च भद्राय च इन्द्राय च नित्याय च निर्निद्राय च महाप्राणदीपं शिवं शिवं भजे मञ्जुनाथं शिवं शिवं दं दं दडं दं दडं दं दडं दं दढक्कानिनादनवताण्डवाडम्बरं तद्दिम्मि तगदिम्मि दिद्दिम्मि दिमि दिम्मि सङ्गीतसाहित्य सुमकमलबम्बरम् ओङ्कार ह्रीङ्कार श्रीङ्कार ऐङ्कार मन्त्रबीजाक्षरं मञ्जुनाथेश्वरं ऋग्वेदमाद्यं यजुर्वेदवेद्यं सामप्रगीतम् अथर्वप्रभातं पुराणेतिहासप्रसिद्धं विशुद्धं प्रपञ्चैकसूत्रं विबुद्धं सुसिद्धं नकारं मकारं सिकारं बकारं यकारं निराकार साकार सारं महाकालकालं महानीलकण्ठं महानन्दनन्दं महाट्टाटहासं जटाजूटरङ्गैकगङ्गा सुचित्रं ज्वलद्वुग्रनेत्रं सुमित्रं सुगोत्रं महाकाशभासं महा राष्ट्रसुन्दरं सौमनाथेश्वरं श्रीशैलमन्दिरं श्रीमल्लिकार्जुनम् उज्जयिनीपुरमहाकाळेश्वरं वैद्यनाथेश्वरं महाभीमेश्वरम् अमरलिङ्गेश्वरं रामलिङ्गेश्वरं काशीविश्वेश्वरं परं ग्रीष्मेश्वरं त्र्यम्बकाधीश्वरं नागलिङ्गेश्वरं श्री लिङ्गात्मकं ज्योतिलिङ्गात्मकं वायुलिङ्गात्मकं आत्मलिङ्गात्मकं अखिललिङ्गात्मकं अग्निसोमात्मकम् अनादिम् अमेयम् अजेयम् अचिन्त्यम् अमोघम् अपूर्वम् अनन्तम् अखण्डम् अनादिम् अमेयम् अजेयम् अचिन्त्यम् अमोघम् अपूर्वम् अनन्तम् अखण्डम् भाग्याय च शान्ताय च शौर्याय च योगाय च भोगाय च कालाय च कान्ताय च रम्याय च गम्याय च ईशाय च श्रीशाय च शर्वाय च सर्वाय च
ವಾ 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 ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಬರಲಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. ದೇವರು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಇದೀಗ ಕೊನೆಯ ನೃತ್ಯ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಳೆಯ ಚಿತ್ರಗೀತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಕೊನೆಯ ನೃತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಜೋಕೆ ನಾನು ಬಳ್ಳಿಯ ಮಿಂಚು, ಕಣ್ಣು ಕತ್ತಿಯ ಅಂಚು, ಬಲೆಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗಲಿ ಅರಿವೆ ಈ ಸಂಚು. ಜೋಕೆ ನಾನು ಬಳ್ಳಿಯ ಮಿಂಚು, ಕಣ್ಣು ಕತ್ತಿಯ ಅಂಚು, ಬಲೆಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗಲಿ ಅರಿವೆ ಈ ಸಂಚು.
ಟುಬಿ 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 ಎಂದು ಹಾಡುವ ಹೊಸ ಹಕ್ಕಿಯ ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಟುಬಿ 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 ಎಂದು ಹಾಡುವ ಹೊಸ ಹಕ್ಕಿಯ ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾ ಹಾರಿದೆ. ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾ ಹಾರಿದೆ, ಹಾಡಿದೆ. ಟುಬಿ 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 ಟುಬಿ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಈ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಯಾವುದೋ, ಊರ್ವಶಿಯ ಕುಲವೋ ಮೇನಕೆಯ ಚೆಲುವೋ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಈ ಅಂದ ಯಾವುದೋ, ಬೇಲೂರಿನ ಶಿಲೆಯೋ ಶಾಂತಲೆಯ ಕಲೆಯೋ. ಕಾಳಿದಾಸನ ಪ್ರೇಮಗೀತೆಯೋ, ಕಾಳಿದಾಸನ ಪ್ರೇಮಗೀತೆಯೋ. ಪ್ರೇಮಲೋಕದಿಂದ ತಂದ ಪ್ರೇಮದ ಸಂದೇಶ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡಿ ತಿಳಿಸೋಣ.
ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಂಚೋಣ, ಆನಂದ ಪಡೆಯೋಣ, ಬನ್ನಿ ಪ್ರೇಮ ರಹಸ್ಯ ಹೇಳೋಣ.
ಜೀವನವೆಂದರೆ
ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಎನ್ನೋಣ,
ಲೋಕದ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಗೆ
ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಕಾರಣ.
ಜೀವನವೆಂದರೆ
ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಎನ್ನೋಣ,
ಲೋಕದ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಗೆ
ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಕಾರಣ.
ಪ್ರೇಮಲೋಕದಿಂದ ತಂದ ಪ್ರೇಮದ ಸಂದೇಶ.
Listen to the groovy music from your fabulous Sanjay. Thank you. ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು, ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು, ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಣಿದು ತಾಳಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಣಿದು ನಲಿದು ರಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಲಿದು ನನ್ನಂತೆ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು, ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ.
ಹಲೋ. ಈ ದಿನದ ಈ ಸಂಜೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಕಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಸಂಘದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ತುಂಬು ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಕಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ಛಾಯಾಪತಿ ಕಂಚಿಬೈಲ್ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮನರಂಜಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಸಂಘದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.